What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to dive into the most common question I get asked as a real estate agent, and that is, should I be worried about sinkholes? My name is Frankie Gomez. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty, serving the greater Tampa Bay area. And if at any point in this video you have a question about the real estate market or any of the content in this video, give me a call, shoot me a text at 352-290-6841. You can also drop a comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to talk about is how sinkholes form. Now, you may or may not be aware of this, but most of the area from Citrus County to Hillsborough County is actually made up of limestone with a thin layer of soil. And limestone is a carbonate rock, meaning it's very prone to internal erosion. So as surface water and rainwater seeps into the ground, it actually becomes acidic in this process and wears away at the limestone. Throughout time, there's voids and tunnels that form, which actually changes the flow of water underground very significantly and causes the ground to eventually, or possibly, I should say, erode from the inside out, which causes a sinkhole. Another common question I get asked is, can my home collapse? And I won't lie to you, the answer is yes, but it's actually very, very rare and very, very unlikely that this will happen. In the thousands and thousands of confirmed cases where there's been a sinkhole at a property or a sinkhole on the streets, there's only been probably 2 to 5 instances where the ground actually opened up. And the chances are you would likely catch that you have a sinkhole before it became this drastic. Another thing, it's scary no matter what, but another thing I tell my clients is no matter where you buy a house in the country, there is going to be risk. In the West, you have wildfires and earthquakes. In the North, you have blizzards and droughts. In the Midwest, you have tornadoes. So when you buy a house in Florida, it comes with risk, and those things just happen to be hurricanes and in some places, sinkholes. So now let's talk about the signs of sinkhole activity on a property. Now, unfortunately, looking this up online is kind of like going to WebMD when you have the flu or the cold. It's pretty much going to make you think that you 100% have a sinkhole, just like you think that you have some life-threatening disease when you go on WebMD. But realistically, the logical way to look at this is to check for any major changes in your property. So if you see a major crack forming in the pool deck or in the foundation, or large cracks on the walls that are new or around the doorways, then I would highly recommend, talking to an engineer to make sure that, they can run a test and see if there is an active sinkhole. But this doesn't prove, just because you see these symptoms doesn't mean that you have a sinkhole, but it is smart to get it checked out. Now let's talk about buying an unrepaired or repaired sinkhole property. First off, the seller will have to disclose if there was a past or current sinkhole at the property, and they'll do that in the seller's property disclosure or a separate sinkhole disclosure form. Now, a lot of people tend to think that homes with sinkholes actually lose value, and that's really not the case. Homes with unrepaired sinkholes will lose value because they still need to be repaired in order to get insurance on it. A property that is fully repaired and has all documentation showing it will actually be fully insurable and hold its true value and be very comparable to other properties in the area. There's some people like myself that would even make the argument that buying a sinkhole property that is repaired is actually a smart thing to do in an area where sinkholes are very common. This way you have peace of mind that the house is not going to have a future sinkhole. The property is stabilized and you don't have to worry about it in the future. I hope you all got some value out of this video. If you did and you want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also check out some of my other videos that I'll put in the description, and they actually should be popping up right here. But if you have any questions about the real estate market or sinkholes in general, give me a call or shoot me a text at 352-290-6841. You can also comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible.